MetLife Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
There we go. Pac-Man. 120.
Check tight.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Wentz. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Throwing is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. They run with Howard. And some room to work. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 42 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Regular. Hey, Charlie.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Fitzpatrick. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Their boy got a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. They're able to locate Wilson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. He can.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Rolling to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and that'll bring up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Great 15, great 15.
Wentz now to throw. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off here the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Hey, Steve 6, Steve 6.
On second and 12, Fitzpatrick. And his throw here's incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on third down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a fourth down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a second down coming up. On second and 15 now. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On third down, this is Howard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
And an Eagle first down.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flush to his right, and he's got it complete to Darren Sproles. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
High throw, but he makes the catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Wentz. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Wentz again. Aguilar has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Wentz now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. From the red zone now, Wentz. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Charles Harris. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Let's go, Great.
Try to punch it in with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at
rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Fitzpatrick. Wilson's got it complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
57
Hey, exit. Let's pin the mirror.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And Wilson has it. And able to get get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Check 53. I got him.
Gonna go 5-0 here.
53 at the mic.
Hey, Delta.
53 at the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Fitzpatrick again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and his guys have got it back.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Lambeau. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
No, 258! You must be dreaming.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now a first down carry by Jones. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On play action. Now Rodgers. This complete to Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Got a man, that's Allison. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
18, 55. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On play action, Rodgers. He's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Now he's going to go deep down the left. It's caught at the 10.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And with that incompletion, let's do something different. I'm going to go through a few teams that are on losing streaks, and you tell me if there's reason for concern there. Let's start with the Cowboys.
Definitely reason for concern. Not as dominant on defense as they should be. And offensive line injuries.
3 straight losses. They're 3-3. How about the Chiefs? 2 straight home losses.
Yeah, they just can't stop anyone running the football.
Okay, and then the Rams, 3 straight losses for them.
Yeah, definite reason for concern because they cannot get the running game figured out. Todd Gurley not touching it enough, but Kenny.
And then the Browns. Everyone was so high on them before the season started. What about now?
So many expectations. That's part of the problem they have right now, but they still would be contenders in their division.
Quickly back to the Chiefs, though. Are you concerned about them? They're still a real contender here, aren't they?
Still a contender, but I'm concerned as heck on defense for anyone who wants to be committed to running the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Back north.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, CD, let's have a little fun. Now that we're into October, I'm going to give you some AFC teams. You tell me quickly, contender or pretender. You ready?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, let's start in the East. Buffalo.
Contender for a wild card spot.
Okay, how about the Chargers?
Pretender.
AFC North, the Steelers.
Contender because the AFC North is a jumble.
Okay, and then lastly, let's go to the South, Jacksonville.
Pretender. Houston now in control.
On 2nd and 15 now. Fitzpatrick, wide open receiver, complete. 16 yards, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. Burns brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. Well, we got a second. Let's look ahead to Week 7 and what's on the slate. Things start out Thursday night. Kansas City at Denver, divisional battle.
Suddenly an interesting game. Kansas City having lost their last two, and Denver now playing defense as we expected. But how about the NFL 100 game of the week? Oakland at Green Bay, a rematch of Super Bowl II.
Also have New Orleans at Chicago and Philly visiting Dallas on Sunday night.
That is a huge one in the NFC East.
Yeah, both teams 3-3. The winner will have the lead in that division. To throw is Rodgers. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Throw left side, complete. It's Grant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play action now. Fitzpatrick completes it to Hearns. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Hey, 5-0.
Fitzpatrick on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch the run.
A draw play now. Balaj. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, color. Mike 42, check. Mike 48, dude.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. And a completion to Wilson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Balaj. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol.
It's got to be a 34. It's got to be a...
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Fitzpatrick And he rifles one incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd and short. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that...
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Zadarius Smith. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Okay, now I want to revisit what we were doing earlier, contender versus pretender. We did the AFC. Let's rock the NFC here, starting with the New York Giants.
Pretender, but much improved.
Okay, NFC North, how about the Vikings?
Contender, no doubt about it.
Carolina in the South, what do you think there?
Contender and ascending.
Okay, the quarterback play has become a good thing for them. Finally, out west, how about the Arizona? In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Charles Harris able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now Rodgers. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
42 the mark. 42 the mark.
A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's a run with Balaj. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
10.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That's good for 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Going up top. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams, 44 yards. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Fitzpatrick. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Wait, 80! 42. Hey, watch the slant. Wait. 42. Hey, Alpha. Watch the screen.
Now Fitzpatrick. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now a high kick trying to pin them back. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Tackles, tackles.
Rodgers to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fitzpatrick here to throw. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Mike 42, check. Mike 42. Squeeze, don't feel it. Mike 42. Hey, orbit.
Fitzpatrick to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And not all W's are created equal, CD. And this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Miami Dolphins. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Regular. Go.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And the Dolphin first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Under 10.
Now Balaj. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Fitzpatrick. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
190.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Parker the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out.
120. 3
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
We got 3.
And They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Rudolph. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry for James Conner, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
55. Hikes 3. 218. Chop. Big grip.
Rudolph on first down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Conner, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Again, it'll be Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I'm coming. Check.
On the delay, it's Balaj. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, 7. Check, 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 check.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And a completion to Wilson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And Wilson has him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
First down, Dolphins.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Fitzpatrick again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Balaj as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
A final shot before the break. Rudolph. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And an alley to run. run. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He returns the kick 88 yards to the house as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Hey, Charlie! 55 mark, 55. Longer jump! Mark 55.
Now on second and 13. Fitzpatrick over the middle, complete. It's Grant. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
PPP. Hey, C6. C6.
Fitzpatrick from the gun on third down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, wahoo!
They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. And he's got it to Hearns. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
55. Right there. Hey, exit.
On second and a yard, Fitzpatrick, and he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Fitzpatrick throwing complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and 11. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Wilson's got it complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Milage. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh, all even as we get ready to start the fourth. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Yo, faster.
On 2nd down now. It's Connor, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now it's Rudolph. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now Rudolph on first down. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw, Rudolph. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Samuels. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Samuels. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Only way to get the lead here. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Watch 98. Watch 98 so much. Hey, Echo. Check those
Now Fitzpatrick. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that could be used against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Fitzpatrick. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on fourth down. They're able to locate Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
52 and 56, 52 and 56.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. It's complete to Grant. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, Charles...